The quantum realm actually exists, and you can't prove me wrong. So a few weeks ago, this movie came out. It's a small indie film. I don't know if you've heard of it. It was called like Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania or something. It's by this small studio, like Marvel Studios, and it's a company like Disney or something. I don't know if you've heard of it. Yeah, I didn't see it. I was kind of excited for it, but then I heard bad things about it, and yeah, it's pretty bad. Since the release of Endgame, like, we haven't gotten any good MCU films. Like, the only good ones you can consider is the Spider-Man films. I like those. And some people don't like those either. I mean, and they're Sony films half, so I don't know if they count. Like, remember when we all hailed Feige as a genius? And, well, yeah, I guess not. Phase 4 kind of showed that maybe he's not as much of a genius as we thought. We gave him too much credit, and here we are. Other than the Spider-Man films, every MCU property since Endgame has been either mediocre or just straight up bad. So, great job, Feige. Keep at it. Let's hope Guardians 3 is at least good. I mean, James Gunn's a good director, so hope so. Because if that movie sucks, yeah, then the MCU is dead to me. It's just done. I don't care about it anymore. I barely care about it as it is. Anyway, so yeah, I didn't see the movie because it was bad. Because I watched critics on the internet talk about it. I watched people talk about it on the internet. And they all said it was bad, so that's the objective truth, I guess, and the movie sucks. And one specific guy, the guy who inspired me to make this video, it's a small creator. You might have heard of him, maybe, probably not, to be honest. His name is Jeremy Johns. He's a small film creator. He reviews movies. He's pretty good videos. And in his Ant-Man review, he brought something up that, sparked the gears to turn in my brain about how in the quantum realm, which is subatomic, they have water, which consists of molecules, which consist of atoms, but they're subatomic. So how does that work? He brought that up, the question. I mean, that basically applies to everything down there, but still. And, a normal person would just be like, oh, yeah, it's a sci-fi superhero movie. Don't think about it too much. But me? Well, this video exists, so yeah. Now, I'm wearing a disguise because I have figured out the secrets of the universe and how the quantum realm actually exists. And I know that the government is hiding it, so me exposing it, I'm putting myself in great danger. So I'm disguising myself so that the government, hopefully, won't be able to track me. And if I vanish, then this was unsuccessful, and at least I got the truth out there. But before we get to the quantum realm, let's talk about how the pawns of the government explain how the world works. I mean, it is how the world works, but it's more complex than that. Now, I'm going to preface this by saying that I am a physics student. I'm in college. I've been studying physics for 2 years. And for this video, I'm not going to use any of the information I've learned, other than very basic things from, how the world works. So, yeah. Okay, so, everyone knows that the world is comprised of atoms. They're up here. Atoms are up here. They comprise everything. We are made of atoms. Everything around us is made of atoms. This microphone is made out of atoms. My hat is made out of atoms. My phone is made out of atoms. You are made out of atoms. Everyone knows this. This is very basic knowledge, right? Yeah. Everyone knows that. Then atoms, most people who know that the world is comprised of atoms, because there are people who disagree with that, most likely, then know that those atoms are comprised of neutrons, protons, and electrons. Most people know that. Most people out of these people know that that's the case. Not everyone, but most people. Very common knowledge. Protons, neutrons, and electrons make up atoms. And then even less so people know that protons and neutrons are made up of quarks. Now, quarks and electrons are elemental particles, which means they are the smallest thing and are the thing that makes up the entirety of the universe. So yeah, people say the universe is made up of atoms, but atoms are actually made up of electrons and quarks, which make up, you get it, right? And that's where they say it ends. electrons and quarks are the elemental particles, and there's nothing below that. But I'm gonna say that's bullshit. That's a lie. And I'm gonna demonstrate to you why that's the case. So let's say I take a plank. This isn't a plank, it's a tower of Lego bricks. But it's a plank for the sake of this experiment. And we split that in half, right? You have two halves of a plank. Throw that other side away, and then we can split it again. Throw the other side away, split it again, throw the other side away. I can't split it anymore, but theoretically, you could split it again and do that for eternity until apparently you get to quarks and electrons. But who's to say we have to stop there? Why can't we just, continue on for infinitely until maybe eventually we've split enough and everything starts looping, repeating itself, and we get to atoms again. Boom, quantum realm. It's that simple. That's the truth we have been hidden from. But that's not all. So, if we split quarks and electrons enough, we get atoms again. And physics work again the same. That's how that works. And you can't prove me wrong because you can't go that small. Or at least, so the government says that that's the end. But it's not. I know better. Now, you might question, well, okay, the quantum realm exists. But wouldn't they know of our existence? Right? And, if you've been paying attention, what I've just said there has set up something that, if you are an intellectual like me, you have recognized. But if not, don't worry, I will explain it to you, and it's going to blow your mind. But yeah, so how is it possible that the quantum realm exists and they're not aware of us? Because they can't be, and I'm going to show you how. Let's take this coin. This is a 50-cent coin. It's made up of atoms. Now, let's do a little thought experiment, and we are a single atom on this coin. We are in the perspective of the atom. We are the size of an atom on a coin. How do we see the coin as the atom? Do we see it the exact same way as we see the coin as a coin? No. The atom sees the coin as a collection of other atoms. And even if we were able to separate the atom from the coin, bring it really far out from the coin, the atom's over here, the coin's over here, it still could not perceive, the atom could not still perceive the coin as the coin we can perceive. And, in a vacuum even. But in the real world, the air is made out of atoms, so they're all in the way. And what I'm trying to say is the atom can't see the coin as we see the coin. So what if we take this experiment, expand it up, and we, as humans, are that atom, and this coin is the universe. Now, this requires for the universe to be finite, which is another whole can of worms. Is it infinite? Is it not? And I have a theory about that. I could make a video about that. So if you want that, then like and subscribe. That could be fun. And the way we can put this, we have atoms, right? We have electrons, protons, and neutrons, and quarks. And then we have the universal particle. The universe particle. That's what it's called. But, remember what I said about looping earlier? We can just put this up here. And I'm going to say something that's going to blow your mind right now. We exist in the quantum realm. Flat Earthers, that was last year. Welcome to the new club of quantum realmers. Now, if you want to disprove my perfectly flawless theory here, You can do so. Feel free to do so in the comments. I would love to read your comments about how I'm wrong. But I'm just going to tell you right now, if you're going to use physics, well, yeah, I don't care, you know? Because physics is dumb, and it's wrong. You know, we have classical physics, and then we have quantum physics. And they don't jive. They don't like each other. They disagree with each other. So, some things in one or both are just flawed and wrong, and our understanding of the world is partially incorrect. And probably in 50 years' time, there's going to be some schmuck. He's going to come up with gobshite physics, and they're all going to fight together about which is correct, and we'll never get anywhere and learn the secret of the universe. And humanity sucks. This was all about nihilism. And yeah, humanity sucks. And so does Ant-Man 3. I hope you enjoyed this video. I sure as hell had fun making it. I don't know if it made any sense. Probably not. This was probably a better idea in my head than it actually is doing it. But it is what it is. Like and subscribe. I have an actual channel that I make actually good content on. It's linked in the description, How to 5 Studios. If you like Lego or Star Wars, this was all just an ad for that channel. So if you enjoy that, then go look at it. I'd appreciate it. I'm almost at 800 subs, so it would mean the most to get up there. So yeah, that'd be great. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. This was dumb. Alright. Bye. That is how the world works. That is how the world works. The quantum realm is real and you can't prove me wrong. That's how it works.